Today marks 1 year since the deadliest mass shooting in American history. 58 people were killed and more than 800 were injured, including 2 Tucson women, when a gunman opened fire into the crowd at the Route 91 Country Music Festival in Las Vegas. And in Vegas today, survivors, victims, and first responders all gathered for a sunrise remembrance. The Daybreak Memorial included 58 seconds of silence and the release of a flock of doves to honor those who lost their lives. Several memorials were held throughout the day. As many remember that tragic day, one Tucson couple is remembering their story of survival. The couple says they were lucky to make it out of that concert alive. News 4 Tucson's Danelle Confair has their story.
They wanted to get closer to the stage. Little did they know it would put them right in the line of fire. Today they remember that weekend and those who couldn't make it out.
We heard screaming up front. We were kind of in the middle of the mosh pit area, and the next thing I knew, I said, we got to get down. That's gunfire, and didn't know where it was coming from, but I just threw Patsy to the ground. I climbed on top of her.
That's when they made the decision to find cover at a nearby beer stand during the next pause in shooting.
Hunkered down there for about the next 10 minutes. Seemed like an eternity. I thought it was about 20. And through that period, about midway through, somebody said, it's coming from the Mandalay Bay. It's coming from the Mandalay Bay.
Killing 58 people and wounding 851.
And that young girl that crawled right up next to you, and she just barely crawled and just hung her head right next to Steve, and she was passed away.
Well, she had already gotten hit.
After the shooting, they made their way to the MGM Grand, where they were locked in until the next day.
It's like a morgue. Nobody said a word. You had SWAT people on top of the big buildings. You had tanks on the ground, and it was like, this isn't Vegas. Vegas is a fun place.
Now, 1 year later, they're counting their blessings and praying for those who didn't survive.
You just have to go on and live and be thankful to God that we both survived and that all the other people that survived. But we just have to keep praying for the families of the people that we lost. They were just beautiful, young, gorgeous families. It was, everyone there was just so kind and so nice.
Danelle Confair, News 4 Tucson.